right, so now let's talk about this 1801 law. This 1801 law in Colombia, in which I have a video of this law that I scrolled through that y'all can be able to see and read up on it. And it's an actual law that they have in Colombia. And this law went into effect in, I think it said in 2016 is when that law went into effect. And a long story short is this law, from what I read, has been very controversial since it first went live to where it became law. They can stop and search a person. It just stop if they at random. It's not like like here in the States where you got to have probable cause or something that's got to give a person, the law enforcement, the right to search you. There, they can just whip up on you like they whipped up on me and say, we want to search you. Just random, like you ain't did nothing wrong. And they can just pull up on you and say, we want to search you. That law is open door to the police to be able to harass people and extort people, in my opinion. Now, they say that the law is supposed to be a deterrent to prevent crime. This is what the law is supposed to do. The purpose of the law is supposed to, if we can catch a person just doing something, just walk up on them and we catch them, they didn't have a chance to break no law. But everybody not thinking about breaking the law. That's not everybody's mindset. You have a lot of people that obeys the law, respects the law, and are not looking to cause any raised ripples or any distortion or any problems. So now that law gives you the authority to just come and pick and choose who you want to search or whatever you want to call it. You see somebody and you feel like that person is doing this or that person is doing that. That law gives you the authority. Even if they're not doing nothing wrong, you can hide behind that law. So what I want to tell anybody if you're going to Colombia is this. Look up Law 1801. And again, I got the video that I'm going to be scrolling through that you'll be able to see. It's probably already out. My team probably already put it out on my social medias. If they hadn't, I send them the videos to put it out. But if you look at Law 1801, will tell you exactly everything that's going on with in Colombia. You'll be able to understand how they move, this law, how this law can affect you or so forth on. Because if you're doing something illegal, man, my suggestion is don't go over there doing nothing illegal. Now, you ain't got to take my word for it. You don't have to listen to me. You can choose to do whatever you want to do. That's on you. But my advice, again, I'm going to repeat. Do not go over there with the intentions to do something illegal. Go over there and obey the law, obey the rules, obey the people, respect the people. Don't go over there thinking you're better than somebody just because you got a little cash in your pocket. Don't go over there doing it because they will sit you down real fast. So don't go over there thinking you can flex because you might can do certain things, but they got the process is different. Let me just put it that way. The process is different, man. So I would suggest, again, me repeating, don't go over there to do nothing illegal. Just go enjoy the country, explore it, have fun. But read up on that law because, unfortunately, a lot of y'all are still going to go over there and want to smoke your weed, sniff your cocaine, go do Lord knows whatever else that you're not supposed to be doing. And I'm telling you now, you shouldn't do it. My video should show you an example of why you shouldn't be doing nothing. You shouldn't be wanting to break the law anyway. But you want to go over there and do it, read up on that law because the police can pull up on you. And any time that they want to pull up on you, they can search you and see what you got on you. And if you get caught with something on you, bruh, you know, you just gave them the willpower. They can take you to jail. You know, and then if you're like, man, I don't want to go to jail in Colombia, man. I ain't trying to be in jail in Colombia. And so it's like, all right, well, what you want to pay? Give me 500 USD. Now you got to cough out $500 USD to pay this officer or whatever, because you want to go over there and smoke a little weed. You want to go over there and do something with cocaine or drugs. You want to go do all these things that you know you shouldn't be doing in the first place. You shouldn't be doing it in the first place. You shouldn't even be doing it in the States. Now, okay, if you smoke weed and, some places in the state it's legal. Los Angeles is legal. And then, a lot of people smoke even in places where it's not legal. So, yeah, you might be in your own backyard then. But over there, you're not in your own backyard. So I wouldn't say go play in somebody else's backyard and thinking that you can take what you do in your backyard to somebody else's backyard, because you're going to get a rude awakening. It's going to come and hit you like a freight train going 60 miles an hour and you a thin paper plate. That's how hard it's going to come through and hit you, but it's because you ain't understanding what you're dealing with, man. So in conclusion, what I'm saying, I'm okay. I'm good. Everybody that asks me, am I good? Yeah. Would I go back to Colombia? Yeah, I'll go back to Colombia. Why would I be scared not to go back to Colombia, man? People say, oh, well, the police the shit. The police this, the police that. The police here do stuff. I done had a police in court in Atlanta lie. I'm talking about blatantly lie. I'm sitting here watching them lie. I'm talking about literally lie. And I had to go back and defend against this Atlanta police officer that blatantly lied on me. So it is no need to be fearful of going. I just know the laws now. I educated myself of how to move. I don't want to go to cause no waves, no ripples, no problems. So now, we go. If that happens again, you want to pull up, like I say, we whip out the camera, we're going to record everything. And we're going to make sure we document what's going on, and we're going to push this out and let the people see. Because I'm not the only one that it happened to. I met a guy at the same time that was there. Let me tell y'all this part too, educate y'all on this. So I met a guy and I was telling him about what happened to me. And the guy was like, man, for real? He's like, bro, let me tell you, it didn't happen to me 3 or 4 times since I done been here. I'm like, what? Like, yes. He said, they done searched me, and I'm going to tell you one way that they searched me, and you got to be aware of this. The cab drivers are in on getting you set up to be searched by the police. I'm like, what? Now, most time I use Uber when I'm over there anyway, so I don't really use too many cab drivers. If I do use them, it's very rare. Seldom that I use a cab driver to get me somewhere in the heat of the moment. I'm trying to get home. I don't feel like waiting on Uber. But again, like 95% of the time, I'm using Uber. But what the guy told me, like what the cab drivers will do, you get in the cab, right? You riding in the cab drivers will flash, they'll run into some police and they'll flash their light to let the police know I got a gringo in the back seat. So you might have something on him. You want to stop me so you can search the gringo and this can put some money in your pocket. So to tell his story, I don't know all the full details, but just based on what he told me, he was riding in the cab. Cab driver was supposed to be taking him wherever he was going. Police stopped him. Now, he said what made him peep out game before they even told him the cab drivers was in on it, when they pulled the cab driver over, he's the passenger. But he said they only talked to me and pulled me out the car. They didn't pull the cab driver out the car at all. So he peeped game and actually said, hold on, y'all stopped him. Y'all pulled me out the car, but didn't nobody pull him out the car. What's going on? So they searched him. He didn't have nothing illegal on him. And then you're like, okay, cool. Then they had the nerve to say, hey man, can you, give me a little something? Throw me a little something. The police, now this is what he's telling me. The police illegally searched him working with the cab drivers. Then they didn't find nothing, but still had the audacity to ask for some money from what he told me. I wasn't there, but this is what he told me. Then after he got in the cab and the cab driver drove off and got him to his destination, the cab driver tried to tell him, hey man, give me some extra money because I had to wait for you with the police. He's like, man, I'm not giving you nothing. I'm not giving you nothing extra. So be very mindful of dealing with the cab drivers. Not all of them are bad. I'm not saying all cab drivers in Colombia are bad, but you do have a lot of bad apples mixed in with the good ones. So be very mindful, be very cautious. of how you move when you out there. You want to definitely be thoughtful of what's going on with that situation, man. So that's the situation for me. What happened? Check out 1801 Law and see how you can. Do you do anything wrong that could probably affect you on that 1801 law that will get you in trouble? You might want to look over that law when you in Colombia to make sure that you are following the rules of Colombia and the laws of Colombia. All right, man. I love y'all. Again, this story talk, man. I'm just in here chilling. Had come do some work, and then I said, let me get this out since people asking. I just find anywhere to record the video. I whip out the phone. I go to talking, baby. I love y'all. Be safe out there, man. It's your guy, Mann.